This is only my second stream, so hopefully everything is working correctly this time. If anybody is in the chat, please let me know if anything with audio or anything like that isn't working. I fully understand that there are occasionally some technical issues, so please bear with me as I get those situated. But today we're going to be jumping back into Breath of the Wild. This is not my first playthrough. It's actually going to be my fourth or fifth playthrough, and I have never done the 900 Korok seeds or anything like that, but I have done the 120 shrines several times. So I plan on doing that again for everyone today. Or at least not the entire thing today, because that would be maddening. But I hope that you guys will enjoy what I have going on for the stream. Should be a lot of fun. Excuse me. But let me go ahead and send out my tweet and everything here. Just a few housekeeping items. Now, last stream, I actually learned something about Twitch and the fact that there is a single setting in your Twitch browser history, or I shouldn't say history, but your channel settings, that you actually need to go into and click to save your previous VODs and such. I was not aware of this. So what I need to do, or what I needed to do, was actually go in and actually save those. And now my very first stream is just completely gone. It's dead into the ether. But hey, there were some technical issues that I just wasn't able to handle beforehand, but the people that joined that stream were very kind. They were able to help me get it all situated. Well, that was very nice. Let's see what's going on with this. This is not working. Here we are. Did I not? But hopefully everything is set up correctly. Put that there, making sure that nothing falls while I'm in the middle of my stream. But I'm going to be hanging out here for a bit. One of the things that I want to try and do is, start out in generally just chatting, so that way I can get to know anyone that is here, because I didn't want to just jump straight into the game. I know that that would be a little bit impersonal, and one of the goals that I have for streaming, because gaming is a passion of mine, but I also wanted to just get into building a community here, and that's one of the goals that I have for Twitch. So I wanted to start every stream maybe 15 to 30 minutes of just actually talking to anyone that does happen to show up. So I do have a few things off to the side. Got a couple things set up here. I have multiple laptops, one to run my stream, one that I have as like a personal workbook, and then I have my spare monitor that I'm actually going to be gaming off of. So I have a few questions that I wanted to generally kind of talk about, just as general gaming topics. And one of my first ones is, what are some games you would like to have kind of just erased from your memory so you could play through them again for the very first time? The ones that I've got are Resident Evil 4, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I know that one really split some hairs for people in the Zelda fandom, and it really divided people. And then, of course, Skyrim. A lot of kind of open worldy stuff there, minus the Resident Evil 4, because that one's linear as shit. But with Resident Evil 4, it was probably my absolute favorite game when it came to over-the-shoulder shooting games, and it was also one of the first really, I guess you can say, scary games that I played, considering it was originally released on the GameCube and I had to pick it up from a Blockbuster, because I picked up when it was first released. Paper Mario. Carol says Paper Mario is one of the first ones that she would want to kind of just play through again. Now, are you talking about the one on the N64, or are you talking about Thousand Year Door? Sticker Star can die in a ditch. You're not wrong. That one was fucking awful. I think the only thing that kind of redeems Sticker Star is they took the idea of the stickers as weapons and kind of sort of improved on it in the way that they improved on it with Origami King, where you can use powered up weapons that degrade over time, but you still have like your standard attack no matter what. But that's like the only thing that Sticker Star did in my understanding. I'm not really sure because I haven't played Sticker Star to its entirety because it was just god awful. And both, that's fair. Both were great. I know that with the original Paper Mario, it was actually kind of like a rehash of the Square Enix or Square game, Legend of the Seven Stars, or something like that. That was originally released. I think it was on the SNES, and you can actually get it on the Mini. But they had to kind of work through some legal issues, so they rehashed how the game worked a bit. But I think I personally prefer the Paper Mario series, just because it was what I was first introduced to. So if I had played Legend of the Seven Stars first, who knows how I would feel about it? Because nostalgia definitely is a factor. Both, like I prefer Thousand Year Door, but the OG is great. And that's true because Thousand Year Door definitely improves on what was already there, but it was difficult to forget where the series kind of got its restart, because it was definitely a lot of fun. The humor in the game was always there for me. So while it was definitely much sharper and wittier in Thousand Year Door, it was definitely there to begin with. Although the most recent development with Origami King was phenomenal, and I swear to God I need to finish Origami King. It's been sitting there like right at the finish line for months, and I just haven't picked it back up. But for Wind Waker, one of the reasons I would just love to start that one again is because it was just such a massive exploration game for Zelda before Breath of the Wild. So it was kind of like my pregame for Breath of the Wild, and I thought it was absolutely wonderful. And then, of course, Skyrim, another big exploration world, and I had never played an Elder Scrolls game until then. So being able to experience all of that again for the first time, although I would definitely prefer some of my background knowledge, especially with how some of the DLCs incorporated into the main story. I think understanding some of that definitely helps my secondary and tertiary playthroughs. Another question is, do I have any gaming goals? If so, what are they? And I kind of touched on that a little bit when I started the stream. I do aim to kind of build a community here on Twitch, mostly just to kind of have a good time, a good chat while we game. I know that a lot of streamers do end up building a Discord and things like that, and maybe I'll eventually do that, but I know that I personally don't go on Discord often, mostly because of my availability to reply to messages and things like that, so I'm kind of hesitant to do so. And I don't want to come off as disingenuous to build a Discord server and then never use it. I feel like that would be kind of a shitty thing to do, so I might. Who knows, maybe my opinion on it will change, and maybe I'll just suddenly be super on fire for the idea of being a Discord server, owner for Twitch, because it could be a lot of fun. I'm in the Discord for two other streamers, and they're both absolutely wonderful people. I have a lot of fun talking to them when I'm available to go talk to them. But other than that, I don't really know how else I would be able to communicate with people other than just, Twitter, stuff like that. I'll probably try and revitalize Instagram a little bit, post some hilarious clips of either wins or fails, because they're going to be both in all my streams. Over there, clips and things like that. You don't need to finish it, so I don't need to finish the game so that Carol doesn't have to. That's my wife, by the way. So that way she doesn't need to finish it either. I'm a good ways farther into the game, which is why she doesn't want me to finish it, so she doesn't feel obligated. Oh no, I need to finish it so she doesn't have to. Just living vicariously through me. I misread that. Rude. So rude. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Thank you for joining. It's absolutely lovely to see you. You in the prime crown there. So Carrie, I was wondering, do you have any games that you would like to forget that you've played so you could play it again for the first time? It's one of the things that we've started off the conversation with today. And one of the things that I'm talking about now is kind of like my goals for Twitch and stuff like that. And of course, she says The Last of Us. Oh my God, absolutely. The story of The Last of Us is incredible. Because she's lazy, because Carol is lazy. I mean, is it lazy or is it just optimizing your time? Who was it? Bill Gates that said you'll always hire a lazy person? Is that just an urban myth? Like, is that just like a myth that he said that and we just tell ourselves that he did so we feel better about being lazy? I want to know how it ends, but not actively do anything about it. Fair enough. And then another thing that I want to do with Twitch is I would eventually like to do something along the lines of trying some speedruns. Do I ever think I'll get to a point where I might rank? Probably not. Would it be cool? Abso-fucking-lutely. But I'm going to be realistic. I've never tried one. I've never looked into a route and how I would accomplish it. Would I practice? Sure. I'm not going to assume that I get it on my first try. That's just arrogant as shit. But kind of challenging myself like that would be a lot of fun. And then, doing that on stream and sharing those moments with everyone would be very exciting. So I think that I would have a lot of potential for growth, one as a gamer and platformer and stuff like that. And then also being able to share all that with you guys would be a lot of fun. And then, I am going to butcher this. I am so sorry. Fadhilab. So is that like Fadila? Fadila? Please feel free to correct me. I'm so sorry. It is lovely to see you either way. And Reels Heels, pleasure to see you as well. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. We haven't really gotten into any games or anything like that today yet, so we're going to be we're going to be doing more Breath of the Wild. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, okay. Not the worst. Okay, wonderful. And it looks like these are a lot of people that were here for our last attempt. So as you can see, I got the green screen behind me again today. So hopefully it has a chance to redeem itself. I was looking into it a little bit. It could have just been down to some poor lighting. As you can see, there's a cast shadow over here. That might have been why. So I've done a little bit to try and help with that. Oh, okay. F&A Baker. Yeah. So, Baker, I am in the WoW server still. I just never, this just proves my point of I'm just never on Discord. I go in, I'll try and start a conversation, and then work will happen, or I'll have to go do something for the dog, and then I'll just forget. I'm horrible for it. I'm so sorry. It's lovely to see you though. You freed all the beasts today. Fantastic. I'm actually considering, I don't know which beast I should free first. I'm thinking either Mifa or Rivali, because the extra recovery and the ability to get the fuck around are both big pluses. And that's true too, Carrie. ADHD will absolutely happen, Carol. Oh yeah, super hard. Rudania is very easy, yeah. Rudania is easy, and there are a few things that you could do in leading up to Rudania. There is of course, the quest where you got to fight the Lynel, or at least sneak around the Lynel to get the lightning arrows. There's also a quest inside Zora's domain that I plan on doing while fighting that Lynel. So hopefully I can get all that done, because I hope to get the full Zora armor set. Because if you have the full set, it increases your swim speed. I'm trying to collect full armor sets to help me traverse terrain quickly, because one of the things that I noticed is that a lot of the gameplay time for this is just getting around when you first start the game. And I don't want to waste your guys' time of just yep, he's still running down the road. I'm good. I'd rather just get there so we could do the cool shit. Rivali, fly like a bird. Ruda and Mifa's grace is amazing. Oh, wait, you said Rudanya. Ooh, which one's Rudanya? I always mix up the names of the divine beasts. Rudanya is for the protective one. I cannot remember his name right now. Because I wanted to do it differently than normal. Really, Rebel? I like the puzzles. The puzzles did feel... They were okay. I liked them. They were different, but they weren't what I expected from a Zelda game. They wanted to try and incorporate the motion controls of the Wiimote, and they successfully did so, but they did so to the detriment of what you expected from their own genre. Because they did take dungeon games and make their own Zelda dungeon genre to a small degree. It's like its own subgenre now. Daruk, thank you. Daruk was his name. But yeah, that was how I kind of felt about those. It was interesting, but and while I was definitely kind of blown away with the full atmosphere of the game, the plot was very interesting, and hunting down all the memories and things like that was definitely worth the time that you spent doing so. It was moreover, okay, what's the fastest way I can get through this puzzle? And after a certain point, you were able to kind of see a pattern in a lot of them. So it was fast travel through some puzzles. I love puzzles in games, but I remember the first time I played, I got super stuck on it and I had to look up a walkthrough to get past one little part. And that does happen a lot. I do admit, having done the 120, there were a few that were just not laid out in a way that I could easily comprehend, and also there were times where I was playing the game for way too long of a period of time, so maybe my comprehension wasn't at its best. So I definitely had to look up a few of them, but it was definitely a lot of fun for me to try and figure out a lot of these. And I mentioned last stream that Carol had put together like this really big spreadsheet of all of the shrines, generally which region they're in, and then also what treasure chests are inside. So am I going to be using that right now? No. Am I going to be using it eventually? Yes, because I do plan on finding all of them. And I may end up needing to look up a few shrines just so that way I'm not going to be looking around for 45 minutes in the wrong direction when it's the last shrine I need in a region. So am I going to be doing that right off the bat? Absolutely not. I just want to make sure that when I'm going after the last few shrines, I don't sit here and waste everyone's time. All right, but that is enough chit chat. I'm going to go ahead and pop my headphones on. I just used the traditional Zelda dungeons, or I'm used to the traditional Zelda dungeons, that it was very weird for me to get used to the beast. And that's fair. I'm kind of hoping that with Breath of the Wild 2, that they kind of take to the Zonai peoples and that they kind of return to form with traditional Zelda dungeons. That's my hope. That's really my hope. All right, but we're going to pop over to here. Now, can everybody hear me shifting through the menu, making sure that the game is actually working? Make sure that my audio is working before I jump into the game. Yeah, wonderful. I know last time we had some technical problems. So last time we did leave off in Hateno village. We had just gotten to the gate. So there is a shrine that I want to go to first, and then we're going to pop up to the tech lab. There's a few little side quests that we could do over there. It's low, but you could hear it. Yeah, the menus sounds are pretty low. How is that now that you can hear it? Also, what do you think of the new camera layout? It was pointed out to me that it might be better to stay off of the mini-map. Because last time I was sitting on the mini-map. I think that getting some people's opinions on that would be beneficial. Mayamagana Shrine. We're going to skip this little cutscene because, you know, it looks the damn same for all of the shrines. Normal volume, better, very good, cool. Thank you very much, both of you. Can I do this? Oh, that would be hilarious. Now, there is a treasure chest in the maze. I don't remember it being anything particularly useful for me at the time. So let's see if I can pull off my little stunt. I want to be lined up with that so I don't blow myself to hell. I am trying some tricks today. All right, let's go ahead and how do I don't know how to do that. Anybody know how I just remove people from chat? All right, thank you. Good to know. Now I need to get out of Jesus. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me just a moment. How the hell do I get out of this menu? There we go. Let's see if this will continue without being disrupted. My computer decided to say that OBS disconnected and it was reconnecting for some reason. Well, Amazing Gloop, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Make sure I can line this back up. Hey, it worked. All that anticipation, at least I got the damn trick. It does. All right, so I'm going to get out of this shrine. I'm going to stop the stream and start again. Or you know what? Hang on. I have my iPad here. I'm going to take a look at something. Mess with a few things. My resourcefulness. Yeah, it looks like it started another... Yeah, it looks like it started another stream. That's so weird. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna have to send out another another tweet just to give people the all right, leave that alone. Let people know there were some technical difficulties and hopefully they are solved. Yeah, apparently my computer just can't handle banning people from chat. Super strange. Yeah, that's true. I can just edit them. Although it'll be strange if the part where I actually succeeded on the little trick just didn't go through, because nobody will be able to know that I was actually good at this for once. Had some technical difficulties, but we're back online. All right, send tweet. Let's get back into the fun. Yes, yes, may the goddess smile upon me. May she smile upon my laptop. You know what, Carrie? That's a very good point. At least I know the first VOD saved. I wonder if that'll count separately for Twitch. What the heck are they called? Statistics. Gross. Right, how much money do I have? I've got 731. So I'm going to go for hearts and stamina a little bit simultaneously, just because I'm not going to do any weird challenge runs just yet. Yes, I know you have a little side quest for me, friend. It's fine. But I will probably revisit this game after I beat it and do some weird challengey things. Like my last playthrough of the game, I had played through where I had to beat all of the divine beasts without upgrading my hearts, except for the heart you get for defeating the divine beast. Definitely made things a lot more difficult. I was allowed to, of course, use health improving items, but hunting out all those ingredients and stuff definitely slowed down progress a bit. And also that means I couldn't use the Master Sword inside the Divine Beast because I didn't have enough hearts to go get it. But right now I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. Alright, I usually go both at the same time, but to make sure to max stamina before investing too much into hearts. I alternate between both. So yeah, it looks like everybody does a little bit of the same. One thing that I do know about the DLC is that it included 4 more spirit orbs, so you are able to get just 1 more upgrade, which kind of frustrates me because they knew they were including more spirit orbs. Why not just include enough to max out both? Because there just aren't enough for you to fully upgrade both your hearts and your stamina. I know that would make heart improving foods effectively useless, but you've played through the whole game at that point. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine if you have max hearts and stamina. Let you do all the weird fun shit now. Come on. Alright, that is not where I need to go. Fight the gold Lynel, no weapons, just a tree branch. Ooh, I think that's actually doable. So when you climb on the back of a Lynel, it does not take any weapon durability when you strike it. What you would then have to do, I think, is have Urbosa's Fury be used to stun him so you can climb on his back, because according to this I can't use a bow. Once you have Urbosa's Fury, stun him, climb on his back, just beat him with a stick, because you're not gonna be able to hold on to that stick for very long. No. I am not gonna prove it on stream right now. Mostly because it's gonna take forever to get to the point where the gold line will spawn. But you know what? I might make it like a follower milestone one day. But you can get Urbosa's Fury. Yes, I can get Urbosa's Fury. At some point, sure. I can absolutely do something incredibly stupid like that. Now, my question is, I don't know if gold Lynel spawn in normal mode or if they only spawn in master mode. If they only spawn in master mode, it's not possible. Mostly because you won't be able to beat him. We can compromise with just a normal white Lynel. You gotta do it. We just woke up from a nap, Link. Oh, hell no. Because in order for it to work, you would have to wait for Urbosa's Fury to respawn. And by the time that it respawns, he'd be back at full health. Should not compromise. So rude. So rude. So if gold Lynel spawn in normal mode, it's possible. But I don't know if they do. Hello, Lady Pura. Snappity snap. Stop calling me Linky. I do not remember, no. Yes, I got my ass kicked. That's fine. I fought like 1,000 guardians all at once. Lost all memories. Aren't you a child? I mean, you're acting like one. Failed experiment, huh? Alright. So you gotta do a normal Lynel. They're master mode only, so you gotta do a normal Lynel. So what's the difference between master mode and normal mode again? Mostly, it's more difficult for you to deal damage because if you stop dealing damage, the enemies will regenerate health. Also, that's where the silver and gold enemies will start to spawn. Evidently. But I can absolutely go ahead and try this against a white main Lynel. Sure. I don't know what I'm agreeing to because I sped through this. I gotta do an errand. Okay. What's the errand? Oh, fixing the Sheikah Slate. Okay. I did think you would fix it for free. Subject is plagued by presumptuous tendencies. Ah, the unlit furnace. Wonderful. Let's do this. No. This is what happens when you button mash. Do I have a torch? I do. Good. So what's been... Yep. So that's really just the big difference between master and normal mode. Ooh, an iron shroom. Link the Errand Boy. I mean, that's effectively his title in every game. He's always looking for some kind of fucking fetch quest thing. Ooh, give me the wheat. Oh, is that rice? Fair enough. I need 14 more. Did I just kill a cricket with an axe? That's 18. One of the things that I found really frustrating about acorns is I did not realize that they would be required to upgrade the like completionist armor of the game. So that was really frustrating. Damn it. Hello, ducks. Alright, how much did that give me? 21. Not bad. So if anyone hasn't really played the game before, effectively what we're trying to do is we need to find the blue furnace, which is the thing that's currently glowing on our mini-map, right over here. Come on, paraglide. There we go. And this blue fire effectively powers ancient Sheikah technology. The reason that we need to do this is we can't get our Sheikah Slate upgrades from Pura without her lab being powered. It had been powered at one point, but over the last 100 years, the flame went out, and this is the only one that was able to actually stay lit. If you end up reading her diary at some point, it says that Simon is now too old, who is her assistant, and that she's too damn small to hold the torch to go and get the stuff to light it, which is why she asks us to do this for her. Frankly, I think she's just being lazy. Why am I cutting wood? So the reason I'm cutting wood is because in order to own a house, you have to pay for it, and it's absurdly expensive. Or you can get it at a discounted rate if you bring them the 30 wood required for the repairs and upkeep. Now, they never tell you exactly how much all of the repairs and stuff cost, but 3,000 rupees and 30 wood get you a house in Hateno Village. Is there really much benefit to having a house in Hateno? Kind of, sort of. It's a place to sleep where you can get free full heal, but also the big benefit is if you continue to put money into the house, you can store weapons and shields as well as bows. And that's the reason I want it, because I will eventually be trying to store the champion weapons in it. I usually try and save those. I have on previous run-throughs just given them up. Like I've used them in combat just because I didn't feel like trying to spend the 3,000 rupees too early in the game. But having the firewood on hand just in case, not a bad idea. Now you may be wondering, well, why isn't he running right now? Because if you run while holding a torch or any weapon, you immediately put the weapon away. And if the torch is lit when you do this, the torch goes out. So it does make things take a little bit longer. Thankfully, this is the easy version of doing this, and there's no enemies. We have to do this again later in the Akala region when we help a man named Robbie. And there's a bunch of like moblins and shit, and if you do it at night, stock hoblins show up as well. So it's a huge pain in the ass doing that one. There is some kind of like weapon storing glitch exploit thing where you're able to store the weapon in paraglide, but I don't know how to do it, and I'm not going to try and look it up. By the time I would have looked it up, I would have already been here. Alright, we have power. Sheikah is super futuristic, but couldn't figure out electricity. The other one has a guardian in the way. Yeah, the other one does have a guardian in the way. No, That's not the absolute worst route. It's the most direct route. There are others, but it's, do you want to run through a bunch of enemies, or do you want to run through a few enemies with a bunch of terrain that could accidentally make Link slip and by force put his weapon away, which means you got to start over. So which kind of headache do you want to deal with? All right, Sheikah Slate activated. Give me a camera. Link, the selfie queen. Now, another part of the completion process of this game is to take a picture of every enemy, every resource, other than like the food ones, every animal, all the weapons, shields, bows, all that. I'm going to take a picture of a lot of it, but not all of it. I just think that it's cool to keep adding that stuff into the, I guess you could say, database, the catalog, whatever the fuck. But I'm not going out of my way. Link the selfie queen. We need a shirt. Yes! I mean, I may end up just like going through some VODs and finding some stupid quotes and putting them on t-shirts. Redbubble's a thing. Even if I don't sell them, I'll just buy them for me. Nintendo might be upset at me, though. We'll have to see what happens. Yes, the Hyrule Compendium. So I learned this while watching someone else play the game. Awakening from the slumber of restoration seems to have given the subject the desire to look down on others in an attempt to annoy them. As much as possible. Noted. I think that's her projecting her own superiority complex, but I thought it was funny. I took one! I took a picture! Wow! Who is this beautiful young creature? You're over 100. Old landscape photo stored in the album. Yes, she did. Stop calling me Linky. It's kind of creepy. Hey, that rhymed. Napoleon complex, even though Napoleon wasn't short. He really wasn't. He was about average height. He just had a fuck ton of really tall guards. So like when he was painted next to them and shit, he just looked short by comparison. Hey Simon, talk to me. Sheikah Slate. No, not yet. Rude. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this now. I may have sped through that dialogue a little too quickly. Yes. Okay, so can't do that yet. Rip, my internet went out for a hot minute there, sorry. I'm back, had internet problems. Sorry, Real Heels, that's always a kind of a problem. I love that. Shield hanging on my wall at home. Oh yeah, it's a nice shield. I like having at least one wooden shield if at all possible, just so that way I can farming hoe. I see you, lizard. All right. Right when we're talking about Napoli. All right. Gotta do this slowly. Got him. Forgot to take a picture of the hoe, but you know, it's still in my possession, so it'll be fine. One more thing to do here. No, it won't let me. Damn it. There we go. Spider-Man Link. Am I gonna Bioshock everything? I'm gonna Bioshock a lot of things. Boom monster! Drop link Instagram. Would that make it a Linkstagram? Can I see Eventide from here? Fast travels to Hateno Lab for the Korok. Yeah, it's one that a lot of people forget. See any more shrines? Not really worried about towers just yet, just the shrines for now. Alright, now the way that this wind bomb technique works is that you actually have to be facing a cardinal direction. And you could technically perform it in a half direction, like northeast, south, or yeah, like northeast, southwest, or whatever. But it's much more what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that's not going to be close at all. It's just not nearly as reliable. There we go. So because I want to go to that shrine, but this is directly south, if I were to wind bomb, I would sail right past it. So it's not really useful for me. But I can see that there's an outcropping right there. So what I'm going to do is hope that I have enough stamina to make it to that rock outcropping. By dropping down to this ledge, I should be able to do it. Those two shrines over there are in Mortal Kombat. I know that the Mortal Kombat movies weren't great, but I still fucking love the first one, and the soundtrack was phenomenal. Gets me fucking pumped. It makes me almost want to go jogging. Not like a fast jog, just like kind of a jog. But then, you know, I realize that's exercise, and then I sit back down. Oh, yeah. Yes. The low one is a major combat. Good to know. Hey, it worked. Nice. Hi, Cass. Why, hello. I certainly didn't expect to see anyone else up here. Because you got wings and I don't? Fight me, son. It's nothing. I didn't mean to pry. Why do I feel like this is high-key racist? Are you a bird? Big blue bird. My name is Cass. As a bard, I spend my days traveling this land in search of ancient songs. So, he says he's in search of ancient songs, but he already knows all of them. I find that hilarious. Alright. Now, the reason I want to come over here is because there should be a treasure chest with like 1 to 300 rupees in it. Right, Carrie? Hello, friendo. My cash is at 17 of 24. This rock will point towards its retrieval. Now, we could sit here and wait until 5 in the afternoon and then watch where the shadow lands. Or we could just use magnesis and fucking cheat. Found it. Maybe Link is confusing bird people with just normal birds. Hey, 300 rupees. All right. Bit of starting cash is never a bad thing. Let's go back to Hateno Village and actually buy some armor. Because, you know, I'm basically naked out here, just with some clothes on. Aim control. Some items like bows can allow you to tilt the controller in order to aim. Remember to be aware of your surroundings. Way back to the Wii controller days. Now don't throw your fucking controller into the TV. Oh, Wii bowling. Is this the clothes and armor shop? I believe it is. It is. Now, I always feel real bad about this store because this is the clerk. Hi, welcome. Everyday clothes, armor for soldiers. We have it all at Venteth Clothing. Did you need something? You like this corner? Am I nestled too far in the corner? Is it hard to see me? I know it's a little weird, but I just feel more confident over here. Did you need anything else? And like, this is probably hypocritical, but like, because of this green screen, I'm basically in a little box myself. But hey, shit happens. Practice safe switching. All right, I'm here to sell. What can I sell her? I got 1 opal. I did just recently sell a bunch of other stuff though, so that's fair. Right, I know I could sell these, and I don't really need the cold save anymore because I have the warm doublet. But 5 hearts is a nice recovery, so I'll hang on to it. I don't really think I want to sell anything else. Alright, how much? 180, 430, 630. Alright, yeah. I can buy the full set. There we go. Look at that. I look like I can actually defend myself. Isn't that wonderful? Using my laptop keyboard is so annoying now that I've gotten used to a big clicky mechanical keyboard. I keep making so many typos and spend forever fixing them. That's a fucking mood. Like, I have 3 different laptops right now. I have the one that I use for OBS. I have the one that I use for my day-to-day stuff on my Mac. And then I have a work laptop. And switching between the 3 different styles of keyboards is maddening. How many crickets have I got? Just 1. I need 9 more. I'm not going to waste everyone's time hunting for some crickets. So let's go back to Hateno. No, Now I forget if it's 1 or 500 for the first fairy fountain. Are you using both big computer for game and lazy days for laptops? Carol's right, that's super fancy for my PC, but I can't sit on my comfy couch with it. That's fair, super fair. All right, let's check how much it cost to what the heck is it called? Bring back the ferry. Look at that pretty flower. Huzzah. Now, one of the things I was considering was skipping this armor and instead going for the Sheikah armor. But I'd really rather not have to deal with how expensive the stealth armor is right now. It is absurdly expensive and gives you almost no protection. The benefit of it, though, is that when you get the second upgrade, it gives you a night speed boost. But I don't have the money to unlock the second fairy. So that's why I went with this set of armor, because it has more immediate value and has less for me to try and invest for the immediate payoff. Am I still going to get the stealth armor? Absolutely. But it's not going to be as easy as I would have liked. All right. This place was once beautiful for spring, but as time passed, fewer and fewer people came to offer me rupees. That's fair. I mean, oh, it's only 100? Let's pay. In order for you to regain your power, it's only 100. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I mean, I bet you could, but would it be easy? Probably not. Oh, look, the creepy fairies. Yeah, these creepy fairies. But to be fair, the fairies in every Zelda game always have some kind of look to them that are jarring. And I think that's intentional. They're supposed to have a beautification to them that make them a little bit different. Like the Wind Waker fairies. They certainly have a smooth and beautiful looking aesthetic, but the color scheme for them is so otherworldly and kind of creepy that they are still off-putting. I think that was a really smart touch. And they do something similar here where they go over the top with like makeup designs and everything, like they're getting ready for a show of some sort. And I think that's why they went with the design they did. I haven't seen the Twilight Princess one, so I'll have to take a look. But fair point. But Carol's saying that the Twilight Princess fairies were actually whimsical and pretty. So I'll have to give them a look. Enhance away, please. Alright, so I'm going to need 15 choo-choo jelly, 3, 6, 9 bokoblin guts. Alright. Alright, we know I'm never going to wear those again, so that's fine. But this I can go ahead and upgrade. Make that at least a little bit more worthwhile. And I believe that now actually outpaces my helmet. That's everything, thank you. Yeah, that outpaces my helmet by 1 point. Now this picture I actually need for a side quest. I always dress for fashion, says Carrie. Now, when you're first coming here, if you plan on upgrading a lot of your equipment, I definitely plan that you run around and start grabbing all of the plants that grow around every single fairy fountain. because they're not so common in other areas. Do they grow in other areas? Absolutely. But some of them, like this one here, the Silent Princess, they're used a lot in upgrading some of the armors. Like I think you need 15 in order to get one of the upgrades for the stealth armor. And trying to find 15 in the wild can be kind of a pain. But you're going to be coming back here quite often to upgrade your armor set. So every time you get a blood moon, if you just do a lap, grab as many as you see, because they respawn on a blood moon, you'll have a small stockpile, so it won't take you as long to get the stuff you need for your upgrades. Cares about armor strength and set bonuses when Link's hair can be in a cute bun. Fair enough. Alright. Now there's a few things that I want to do. First, let's go ahead and start grabbing some cuckoos. Can I make it from here? Come on. 2. The reason I'm doing this is because there is actually a side quest to grab all the cuckoos that this man has lost. And if you actually follow through the dialogues, this man is either separated or getting divorced from his wife because he is just obsessed with his cuckoos. And now, when they run away, he's just depressed. Absolutely depressed. Because he's not even here. I'm going to stop doing this one because it'll be a waste of time. He needs to be there in order for it to count. He's cuckoo for cuckoos. I knew they respawn, but I didn't think it coordinated with the blood moons and monsters. He has a weird relationship with chickens. Yes. Perfect view. Yeah, I understand. Oh, I knew it. I just knew there was someone nearby who appreciates true beauty. Sadly, I can't pin down the exact location. Sounds great. Let's head there. Now, there are several shrine quests in the game. Some that you need to complete an objective before you're allowed to go into the shrine. There is one such shrine in Kakariko Village. However, in order to get to the Kakariko Shrine quest, you need to help, I believe it's 3 people in Kakariko Village before you even unlock the possibility of getting this shrine. That's why you help this artist. That's why you help the Kuko man. That's why you help his wife. And then there's another woman who needs lightning bugs. So there's a few options on quests you can complete. There's also a child that needs some cooking ingredients. So you have options when it comes to doing these things. But once you complete the 3, you'll then be able to return to Kakariko Village and then activate the shrine quest. Would you do something? Would you do us something we asked? Something totally inconsequential. I'm going to assume you're going to ask me to get the dog. Is that what you're going to ask me to do, Carol? Because he is so quiet, I'm going to have to assume he's napping. Yeah, but that's not it. Well, tell me what it is, and I'll consider it. No, I'm not stabbing the chicken. I've seen what happens when you harm the cuckoos. I'm not doing that. Multiple tiny stabs. No, thank you. I'm good. Now there's another shrine quest, or another mini quest that you can do here. This lady loves archery. And this is actually the divorcee of the Kuko man. They'll just want to give you a hug. No, they won't. They're going to want to peck my eyes out. Alright, no, I don't want to sell. Farewell. Let's buy some arrows. One heck of an archer. You got it. Light the torches by the goddess statue. Alright, so if you don't have enough fire arrows, people will immediately assume, hey, spend the money on fire arrows here. Don't waste your money. I bought arrows just because I felt like having a few extra arrows isn't a bad idea. But you could just take a normal arrow, because you only need to hit 4 shots, and light it on fire here. Still counts. It's a little slower, but this way you don't got to spend 80 rupees on 4 fire arrows. Considering the payout for the mission is less than that, you don't want to spend too much money on it. Alright, and there we go. There's the 4 torches lit. I buy all the bomb arrows all the time. Bomb arrows are amazing in this game, and they're incredibly useful. Sadly, this shop doesn't sell any bomb arrows. She only has regular and fire arrows. Hey kid, I saw you. You were amazing. Alright, my husband's a fine archer himself, but we're living apart right now. This feeling, it's been so long. I'm so excited right now. Lady, I think you need to calm down. Go take a cold shower. And that's why we use the regular arrows in place of the fire ones, because she only gives us 20 rupees. Her husband's so crazy about his Kukos. Heckin' yikes. Hey kid, how you doing? Nope, Coco's not ready to do the mission. Alright, now he's moving over. This is the Kuko man. Come on, Kuko man. Walk faster, Kato. Kato the Kuko man. Walk faster. I'm in heavy armor and I'm walking faster than you. My Kukos, my precious Kukos. They haven't come home. Ah. Now that my wife wants nothing to do with me, my Kukos are my only emotional support. Jeez, emotional support, Kuko. I had one Kucho spawning in the plum yard. I'm not allowed to step there. So that Kuko actually spawns there every single time, and what you're supposed to do is wait until night. Because when the person that's there that yells at you, at nighttime they're just not there, so you can step in. Flown the coop. Hello, hello. No, I'm not part of the Yiga clan. Shut your face. Thank you for the fortified pumpkin. Eat the pumpkins? Oh, the Kukos. I mean, I've never tried. I don't really plan on it. Swift carrot. Alright, so our counter had to start over because we spent so long waiting that the Kukos went back to where they originally were. So this is Kuko number 1. So there's another one there, another one there. Now it's raining. That sucks because now this fire is out. Well, it looks like the rain is actually going to go on for a while. Hey, you know what? To each their own. While I personally do enjoy a good steak from time to time, I understand that that's not for everyone. Everyone has their own dietary needs. Oh shit, I dropped the chicken. But the way I look at it, as long as you have your personal preferences on diet and things of that, and you can have a polite discussion about it, like I have had discussions with vegans, vegetarians, where they're just simply polite, they give me their perspective on it. I'm more than happy to discuss. But I've also had discussions with people where they're just very rude about it. Also, not cool. I'm also not gonna like sit someone down and force them to eat a steak because that's just fucking rude. Like, you don't do that shit. So there's just a certain degree of decorum when it comes to anything of that sort that I personally believe. I totally get why people love meat. Personally, I love the smell of cooking food. Like when somebody really knows how to cook, no matter what it is, oh my fucking god, the smell is amazing. Like, we walked into, this is pre-pandemic of course, we walked into a sushi place, I think once, and I'm not a big sushi person, I'm just not that keen on it. Sometimes I can eat it if I'm in the mood, but for some reason, the people in there just knew what the fuck they were doing, and I fucked up some sushi that day. It all depends on, you know, making sure you know what the hell you're doing when it comes to cooking. Food is an art form. Damn it! I fail. Hopefully that chicken doesn't go away. You know what? I think instead what I'm going to do is actually go for the one that I went for first. Only been vegan since last April. We want chicken, and I could not see myself eating chicken when we have chicken. So yeah, I decided to quit cold turkey, and here we have. Well, that's good. And I know that there's a lot of not so great alternatives. Like a lot of the alternatives just don't seem to have a good standard. But then there's also some that are just absolutely superb, and you can't even tell. So it's good that you have the solid alternatives ready for you. But it's like that with anything, where if you're looking for a good, healthy alternative, some are great, some just aren't. Oh my god, this one Kuko is going to just be the death of me, isn't it? Damn it. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, that counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 more. There's the one in the pumpkin patch. And this one. Alright. Nearly set. Rude. Just a quick toss. Alright, so quick question to everyone in chat. How much time do you think that you've spent, like how much time do you think you've spent on it, and which one do you think you spent the longest amount of time on for a single shrine in Breath of the Wild? Because I know that there are some of these, and that include not just the puzzle, but like trying to find a certain one. Right. Are they here? Alright, they're not here. Sweet, easy peasy. So it is 6:35 p.m. in game, so it looks like it's easy enough to try and get into the patch after 6. Alright, there's all the cuckoos. I used to work with chickens and they did not endear themselves to me, to be honest. The ducks were so much nicer. Hours of time on a single shrine, and that's fair. All the cuckoos are back. Though I do wish my wife would come back, just like my cuckoos did. Jesus, dude, it's called counseling. Alright, minor test of strength shrine is crowded with guardians. I think I can do the minor test. Wait. The puzzle ones are alright, the strength ones are hard for me to hit the wrong buttons. Oh, that's fair. Alright, so it looks like I should have enough of the in-game extra quest completed, but I gotta do a little bit more of this. Locked mementos. I think what I need to do now is go to the first memory and then come back. So maybe multiple days of gameplay. That's fair. I climbed the whole dueling peaks trying to figure out where the radar beep was coming from after I already got the 2 at the peaks. That's fair. Come back once you've tried going to at least one of these locations. There's something I wish to give you. Alright. Which one do I want to go to? So we can, let's bring it to you guys. What should we do? Should we go for one of the memories, or should we start going for our first divine beast? While we go through that, I'm going to go ahead and grab, because I should have enough spirit orbs. I'm going to go grab an upgrade. Because I've already grabbed a heart. I'm going to go for stamina this time. Thank you for the extra run juice. I had the most trouble with the Naboras, to be honest. I don't know why, but it was so confusing for me. Then Ruda, then Meadow, and Redania was just the easiest for me. Memories are good too. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Piece of what? Like a piece of what? Like a piece of cake? I don't think that one piece of cake will serve everyone in Hyrule. Let's be honest with ourselves. Alright, now there's one more. I just scared off a bug that was probably useful. Yahaha! It's a poo monster! Did that arrow come back down? Don't think it did. Right, so it looks like Real Heals is saying that we should go for the memories. It's not a bad plan. Finish off this bit of the quest. Drop a bomb here. I forget what this is. I think it's money. Oh no, it's a topaz. Nice. There's a memory kind of near here, near Zora's domain, but also near Lynel. I'm not really too concerned about the Lynel. I've got the 4 fairies, so if I get wrecked, I've got a little bit of insurance. But I forget which one that would be. Ah, do you mean this one here, Carrie? Do you mean at Mount Lanayru? Because that, I think, is a bit farther. This one? Because I could probably find it. That should be right here. What's my closest warp point? Literally none of them. Okay. So we're going to go to Hateno Tech Lab, and hopefully I can get the bomb trick to work. If it does, we'll be able to cut out a lot of the travel time. Literally every time I beat a Lynel, the blood moon rises and he starts attacking me again. Not even kidding. Oh my god, that is horrible. That is just the worst kind of luck. I just remembered it being the first memory I ever found before I knew what the little glowy thing meant. And that's fair. A lot of this game is just discovering shit. So I'm going to want to get a little bit of height. And that's why I wanted to go to the tech lab. Height. Okay, Link, I don't know how the hell you did that, you weirdo. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Anyway, this is fine. Alright, hopefully this works. In case I die. Because that's, not actually an option. You deal about 1 heart's worth of damage to yourself. Got something in my eye. So, one thing for setup is you always want to start with the sphere bomb. Nope, messed that up. Heckin' yikes. I still get a little nervous when I try and do that because I haven't got it down quite right just yet. But that's one of the reasons I wanted to do it on stream with you guys, because it's kind of a fun thing and I want to try and learn how to do it with everyone. So that way if I do eventually get it down, you'll see how much work went into it. And then running because it was not prepared for the Lynel. That's fair, Carrie. I don't think anyone's ever really prepared for many of their Lynel fights until they get used to it. Alright, so I gotta wait for about a quarter of my stamina to go down. There we go! So, that right there was actually the game trying to catch up with how fast I was moving. That was not your internet or anything like that. It's just how fast the game was trying to catch up with my loading. Alright, let's try and get around here. I got about 3.5 minutes to do it. Easy enough. Was there any particular region in the game that you all thought was the worst one to travel through? I know that when I first tried to actually do the Spring of Wisdom, I was not at all prepared. Speaking of which, how you doing? So I found that incredibly difficult, but I was probably the most unprepared for, I do not want to do this just yet, but I do want to make sure I have it saved. So let's put down a little Korok leaf so I know that there's a leaf here. Alright, so I should be close, I think. How close am I? Oh yeah, I'm real close. Like I have most trouble with lizards and Yuga Clan Guardians or Stonehenge or Hinox or maybe Lynels are making me die less time than the freaking lizards. So you had an issue with where I'm at now. That's fair. Just generally navigating around the rough terrain can be a little bit difficult when you first get into it. But once you start getting the work points, it gets a little bit easier, I think. I also really had an issue with actually the Gerudo Desert. I found it to be a huge pain just because it's a whole lot of nothing. Just flat nothing. So actually finding landmarks to use was not very easy for me. I hate traveling in the desert, but I hate desert in general. Like the desert episode of any fantasy show always annoys me. The endless sand. Oh boy! I get to deal with a friggin' rainfall now. Alright, so the temperature is rising, so I don't gotta worry about wearing the warm doublet anymore. Alright, so here's the Hinox, right by Purifier Lake. No rain in the desert, though. That's a valid point. You never got to deal with rain in the desert. You just got to deal with the sandstorms blocking your mini-map. Should I do it? Should I do it? I'm gonna do it. All right, let's go. Come on. You know you can't beat me. Oh, his health is going down so slow. This was a mistake and I love it. And there's another one. I do apologize in advance. I'm going to be focusing on this fight for a bit, so I will not be reading chat until I die. Alright, there we go. Guardian Sword broke. I do not actually have weapons for this. There we go. The thing is, I think I'm going to run out of weapons. Oh no. He broke my shield by walking into me? out of here, ho. I think it's funny he just like hopped in place. Why aren't you using your fire breath so I can stun you? Link really looks great in that picture, don't you think? Ooh, first hit. Alright, first fairy. I got 3 more. Oof. This is not going as well as I thought it would. I might just need to bail. Alright, time to bail. I tried. I don't have the weapons for it anyway. Oh no, he has ice arrows. Goodbye. Run away! That was fun. Rip to my weapon inventory? Yeah. I was supposed to do it. Hey, you know what? I will do a ton of weapon stash upgrades and try it again. That is just a prelude of what's to come. Alright. Normally I skip through these, but I will let everyone enjoy. Poor frozen deer. Yeah.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. How'd everything go up there on the mountain?
So you didn't feel anything? No power at all?
Sorry.
Poor frozen horse.
Let's move on.
There's no proof of that anymore, Carrie.
All you could. Feeling sorry for yourself won't be of any help. After all, it's not like your last shot was up there on Mount Lanayru. Anything could finally spark the power to seal Ganon away. We just have to keep looking for that thing.
That's kind of you. Thank you. If I may,
She's so sad, guys.
I thought you... Well, I'm not sure how to put this into words. I'm actually quite embarrassed to say it. But I was thinking about what
Ability
I
of
do
the
when
champion
I'm
or the
feeling
champion
it.
itself.
You know, usually goes through my mind.
Oh, who's your favorite champion?
When I think about...
My favorite champion is absolutely Urbosa. But my favorite ability is Rivali's Gale. Just because I use it more than any other. Although Urbosa's Fury is absolutely useful as well. And I don't really know if I have a favorite Divine Beast.
It's here.
This is it then.
They all felt like they lacked a little bit of personality for me.
It's alright. Ganon.
Let's stop wasting time. We're gonna need everything we got to take that thing down. Now, champions, to your divine...
Urbosa's and Urbosa.
Show that swirling swine who's boss.
I
Link
like-
will need to
I
meet
like
Ganon
wordplay.
head-on when we attack. This needs to be a unified assault. Little guy, you get to Hyrule Castle. You can count on us for support, but it's up to you to pound Ganon into oblivion.
Come, we should go. We need to get you someplace safe.
No. I'm not a child anymore. I may not be much use on the battlefield. But there must be something I can do to help.
So, Age of Calamity, I haven't seen too much gameplay of. I watched one of my favorite streamers play through it a bit, but it's basically like an alternate timeline of this game, or like the Calamity itself. I'm gonna pause that in case the Lionel comes back to haunt me. Just because of the cutscenes and kind of getting champion itself. I love Urbosa since Age of Calamity, but that made me kind of dislike Rivali. Yeah, Rivali is not my favorite person. I understand being confident in your abilities. I understand being a proud warrior. But the way he goes about it really just feels like he's just mad he didn't get picked to be a royal knight. He's just mad he's not protecting Princess Zelda. It's just, like, Mifa's your girlfriend? Hey, you know what? You do you. Oh, excuse me. Let me wake up a bit. I've only had one cup of coffee. Oh, she's healing and you're a nurse. I love everything with healing or magic in games. And I also always go with water types in Pokemon or fire. And she's so sweet. Her personality is absolutely very sweet. That's more than fair. And being a nurse right now must be incredibly challenging. So all the power to you for that. Good Lord. And hey, I know people say like so-and-so from this game, this show, this whatever is my girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. It's playful teasing. If I ever say something that's like even towing a line, let me know and I'll take 30 steps back. I hope that I don't say anything that's off-putting. That's why Reels heals. I fucking get it now. Oh my god. I'm dumb. She's nice. I just didn't like the unrequited love storyline between her. Mifa could have done better. Mifa could have done better. Like, seriously, Link doesn't even talk to anybody. The champion's tunic. Huzzah. Yes, I don't remember my last meeting with Ganon. I won't fail. She's fighting all alone. I'm the only one who can save her. Okay, but like, why isn't it? Oh, I actually have the Free to the Divine Beast quest now. Okay. Right, so that's cleared up that. I should be able to walk away, have this reload, and get the shrine quest I need. If not, that just means I need more of the side quests done here, but let's go ahead and explore some other regions. Turn that off. Let's go... Where's somewhere that I can use the weapons that I have? A sledgehammer, because those don't count as weapons, let's be honest. I could go towards central Hyrule in the north, but I don't really have enough hearts yet. Let's go to the Faron region, to the south. I love you. Yeah! Oh, for me it's fine. Here in the Netherlands we have a healthcare system where nurses go to clients' houses and help and stuff, which makes them be able to live at home longer. But yeah, we got some quite some COVID clients and more tasks, but I'm sure I got nothing to complain. All right, we do medications and procedurants like shots and catheters, but it's mostly like everyday care and washing and stuff. Well, that's nice. I'm sure that helps people feel a little bit more independent rather than needing to stay in a facility all the time. I'm sure that's a big help for a lot of people. What is this? Actually, yes, let's go kill these bokoblins over here so I can get their weapons, because we all know, and now I need them. Can I equip with a bow at least? I am. Let's go with a traveler's bow for now. There is no one here. Damn. That is actually upsetting. Alright, got an axe. I don't need another torch. Yeah, and nursing homes are crowded, especially with COVID care, so it's nice to be a factor for them and able to live at their home with their partner. And that's always a big factor. Being able to live with someone and know that they actually are there for you is always a huge benefit. Come on, Octorok, I know you're there. You just shot a massive boulder over my head. Come on, I'll step in the daylight. Come on, I'm right here. I double dare you. I double dog dare you. Come get me. Fight me. Fight me. It's like you have to be the exact, like, far distance. You can't be too close, otherwise they don't do jack. Give me the choo-choo jelly. Come on. Oh, it's one of these. There we go. So octoballoons are oddly useful for some of the extra quests and stuff, or I shouldn't say quests, just little objectives and stuff that we have to do. He ran! Oh no! That was adorable. Oh no! Don't you me! So the reason I keep on trying to collect the choo-choo jelly, not just because it's used in like recipes and stuff for elixirs, even though it would be terrible to use for an elixir because it's not very powerful. Fire, ice, and electric choo-choo jelly are used in quite a lot of equipment upgrades. So they're easy to collect if you have a lot of normal choo-choo jelly, because you could just drop them on the ground and then use a fire, ice, or electric-based attack to turn them into the appropriate element. So having a stockpile of them is always useful. And then, of course, regular choo-choo jelly is also used in our equipment upgrades. And Carrie, I agree. The Octoroks of any kind are always some of the worst monsters to deal with. I'm just going to take your woodcutter's axe. If something is important to someone, they want to just leave it around in their outright. By the way, I'm a traveling merchant named Shigiro. Nice to meet you. Venture the forest to get my wares, but I also buy them from travelers like you. So you yelled at me so that way I could try and buy or sell you something. Rude. Rude, sir. Also, I love that the sell price for fairies is 2 rupees. They're like, please don't sell these. You really don't want to sell these. I don't really have anything worth selling at the moment, but what have you got to buy? Show me the goods. Oh, yes, give me. Take all the stamina shrooms. always use... You only have 3 arrows. I'm not buying them for 20. Oh no, that's arrow 5. So he has 15. Okay, yeah, I'll buy 15. Misread that for a second. I don't need swift carrots though. So I'm currently heading south to the Faron region, so that way I could try and start getting some of the shrines and things down there. I'm just also passing through some of the other areas so that way I can try and collect some items and weapons along the way. There we go, hardy truffle. So in the early game, hardy truffles are super useful. Horse god. Oof. No, I'm not getting a horse god. Because if you cook it by itself, it's just full recovery plus 1 heart. And they're useful at the very end of the game for the same reason, especially when you have max health. Because even if it's all you have is the cooked truffle, it's still a full recovery. I just had a train roll by my house, so if you guys heard that, I apologize. Is this? No, it is not. He wouldn't bless you anyway. No, he would not. Although, thankfully, none of my horses have died because I haven't technically owned a horse. I never registered that one. Alright, I see the little towers over here, so hopefully I can get some decent bokoblin weapons from this little encampment. Because walking around with just a set of bows and arrows with a sledgehammer and a tree branch, not really going to help me out all that much. There we go. You hush. I killed my horse, but it did actually slip his ass. Yeah, that happens. Oh yeah, I'm still using the torch. Whoops. I was caught on the dying body. That's weird. Oh, nice. So, I'm starting to see the blue bokoblins. It's useful for me to know. Alright. Tried hitting a monster, but he kind of got in the way. Yeah, that happens a lot, sadly. The true monster was Link all along. I mean, he could wear a lot of monster armor, so you're not that far off. Stop crouching, damn it. Oh, I tried to dodge. It did not work. But hey, that only dealt a quarter heart of damage. That should not have counted for a flurry rush, but I'll take it. Oh, nice. Good bokoblin guts. I need that. I need a lot of that, actually. You could just die. Thank you. I just realized that my chat has a NSFW filter. The fuck? Didn't even know that was a thing. Is it because I'm swearing a lot? Or is that just like a standard thing? That's interesting. Money! More money! And you know, grabbing a free seasoned steak, always a good idea. Or seared steak, I think they call it. Oh, it's standard. Probably because I said AS. Yeah, I just remembered to turn mine off. It's nice to filter chat, but also it auto mods a lot of weird random words for me sometimes. That's good to know. Thank you for the information, Carrie. Now, is there a way for me to kind of do that on my end, or is that per user? Chicken nugget and grapes used to be hidden? Huh. That's weird. I wonder if they were used as slang terms for some very strange reason. Gross. Alright, so with all that done, that's actually on the plateau. We could just teleport there and start heading south. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Because I know I put like 2 tags, but they had nothing to do with safe work or not. Jump back over here. Start heading south. Hopefully there's a treasure chest on top of that. Some of these have them, some of them don't, and I don't exactly remember which ones. I may have gotten this one last stream. I know I climbed one of these. Took me too long to figure this out. A lot of family-friendly channels I watch have their auto mod cranked up to like 9,000 to be safe. Swear away now. Well, fuck, that's great to know. Fuck is like the go-to swear word. It's like a staple. Alright, nothing up here, but hey, shit happens. Alright, we do see the top of, I think that's the Faron Tower. Yeah. So let's make that our next goal of where we're going. You one of the Octoroks? No. Now there should be some stuff up in this little ruin up here. I think it's either a Korok or maybe a treasure chest. Although I can't be certain. I mostly use Dutch swear words, so Twitch doesn't even know. Twitch doesn't need to know. Hey, multiculturalism. It wins. It just wins. Oh, Lusty Claymore. Nice. Hey, Boom Monster. How you doing, buddy? There's an iconic sim named Don Lothario, and his name gets censored all the time because Lothario means womanizer, which also gets censored. That's horrific that they would just name the sim that. See, I tried to avoid hitting him, but he got hit anyway. It's his own damn fault. I believe that there's a Korok on the tower there. He's dating like 4 women. Fair. One of them disappeared. Oh no. Oh no. Sounds like an episode of like a telenovela. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. I make me laugh. It's fine. Alright, so we've got a couple bokoblins there. I might kill them just because I want to try and get the bokoblin guts for the armor upgrade, but it also will just slow me down. And jump. Is there something up here? I feel like there's either a Tullus. No, this is too small for a Tullus. But there might be something. Nada. Okay. Sexually explicit message blocked. Jesus. Alright, let's see if this works. Will I get all of their attention over there? No? Will you guys all start watching? Nope. Damn it. Alright, so... I tried. It didn't work. I want his shield. There's really nothing. Oh, hey, he's got a bow. So he should die first. Just gonna stay right up here, keep it nice and easy. Minimal risk. Just keep it simple. Oh, he doesn't have a weapon anymore. Soldier's shield. Soldier's broadsword. Now I have a real weapon. Because, you know, they all got damaged in the fiery explosion I caused. Except this guy. But he died anyway. Easy peasy. Look at that, we got a treasure chest. What's up here? Traded 1 fire arrow for 5 ice arrows. I call that a win. It would have been nice to get a, what is it called? The Goblin Gut, but you know what? I'm fine with this. I do want that bat. Dropping the twig. Because no thank you. Oh nice, I did get a Goblin Gut. Sweet. It's like a 9 in total, and now I have 3. So this bridge right here is actually very interesting because in order to complete 3 of the shrine quests, 1 for each of the springs, the Spring of Wisdom, Power, and Courage, you need a dragon scale. You are given the dragon scale for the Shrine of Wisdom. You're just given that because it kind of teaches you. Hey, he's here. Fantastic. How you doing, Farosh? And you can actually set a fire here and camp to try and get this guy's horn. Or, I'm sorry, scale. Very good timing. Now, there are some Lizaflos in the center. I'm going to just dodge around them rather than fight them because there's going to be limited time for me to actually get over to where he's going to be. Is this going to work? Oh my god. Nice. And we just need a scale. Missed. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, hopefully I hit because now I'm screwed. That's the other reason it's good to have a bunch of apples. Hey, I got him. And now I drown, but I hit him. Oh no, my stamina didn't make me drown. Good. I thought I was drowning. So, you saw that I struck the glowy light, then something falls. And now there's a fucking Akarok over here, really? Alright, so another small tip. You can remove all of your armor and you will swim faster. The problem is you take more damage. That is the only stamina boosting item I have. That sucks. Another half heart. Another half heart. And we have Farosh's scale. He's skinny dipping. Alright. Useful. Let's get dressed. Now I actually am naked. Good, I didn't drop my weapon. Sometimes when you get electrocuted like that, you'll drop your weapon, but I think it's just when you have it out like this. So thankfully I didn't drop it, which would have sucked. Alright, let's keep pushing. I am facing directly south. I'll try it once. I don't think it'll work off this ledge. It did not work off the ledge. Sometimes when you're going down curved slopes, you just don't get bullet time right, so it doesn't really work. Poop-Tot. How you doing, Poop-Tot? I'm doing well. How are you? I can just dodge around all of these guys, but I am going to kill these ones. How did you miss? I'm right here. Alright, there's one. There's the other. Please don't. Oh, and there we go. There's number 2. Spike Boko Club. No guts. Damn. Now I did just skip past a lot of Lizaflos and such, just to avoid needless confrontation. Now we just gotta climb Lake Tower. When you're climbing something like this, you can sometimes have one of the Lizaflos get a little too close and try and use their water. Basically, it's Squirtle with a water gun, trying to get at you when you're too low on the tower. So that's something to keep an eye for if you do try and rush past everyone. But usually, if you're a little speedy, you'll be just fine. It's amazing the difference even having just one stamina upgrade can make when you're trying to make these climbs. So that way you can actually just do the X jump. Oh no! That's what I get for being a little impatient. Real Heels gotta go, but you'll be lurking. Hey, you know what? I absolutely appreciate it either way. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was a pleasure to get to know you a little bit, and I hope to chat with you more in a later stream. I do plan on being online for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That's not 100% set in stone yet, but that is my current plan. So if you just check out the About Me section, I plan on posting that there soon, and also just follow me here on Twitter, and I'll just be posting when I'm live. Alright, and here we've got our 3rd tower, because we have this one, the Dueling Peaks Tower, and of course the Great Plateau Tower. Easy enough. Oh, that's great. I missed it. Damn, I was going to try and take a screenshot with him in the back. So the thing about Farosh when he's at that lake is he'll actually do like two laps, I think it is. So if you miss him on the first one, you can wait a little bit. So that's useful. Banana. Alright, so I know that there is one shrine in that dragon mouth of the river. There's a few, I know where a few more are, but I don't know where all of them are here. Thankfully, it's nighttime, so it should make getting one of them very easy. Let's go ahead and save real quick and head over to the beach. That did not work out. Damn. Gotta practice. We'll get there. At least this time I actually managed to get to the bomb menu properly. Hey, I still have 3 hearts. It's not a death. Doesn't count. Almost walked off the damn ledge. Screw you, dude. Damn undead minion. F then. F. Big F. Big fail. You are not wrong there, Carrie. Hopefully I can get this in time. Oh! Got it! Run away! Don't hurt me. I'm just trying to kill you. Damn it. There we go. So there should be one shrine on the beach that requires me taking a few pictures of broken rocks. And I know where all 3 are. But it's just going to take me a minute to get to one of them. Oh, good lord. Screw it. Is this that where that? Yes, the weird girl is over here. She's behind this busted ass guardian. No, Flower Blight Ganon is actually somewhere else. One who's like in love with the shrine ball key thing. Yeah, right here. The thing is, I need to run into the tall guardians, the regular ones, the guardians that you see in the shrines, and then the flying guardians, and take some pictures. So really, they just want you to take a lot of pictures for the beach trips. Now, the shrine I'm looking to do should be right around here, I think. Oh no, those crabs, not lizards. Come here, crab. Gimme. What is Fireblight? Is that? No. It's not Fireblight. It's Flower Blight. It's just a nickname for the flower crazy girl. There's one more poop monster. Lizaflos over here. Ah, that's fair. Just gonna dodge him so I don't gotta deal with his ass. Is that a walking guardian? Fuck. Do not have the... Yes, it is. Shit. Oh boy. I do not have the equipment to deal with him right now. Can I go unnoticed? The answer is probably no. Alright, the minimap hasn't lit up yet, so he hasn't seen me. I think we're good. Nice. And this is one of the reasons why I was hoping to learn the wind bomb, just because I know that these kinds of travel sequences can take a good while. And they're not exactly entertaining. But one thing is, if you guys had any questions for... Oh, no, it's way over there. I was completely wrong. Shoot. I'm going to put a star over here. This is what happens when we misremember things. Alright, got lucky. He's dead already. I might be in one of the two places that I think this thing should be in. Although now I'm starting to doubt which one it is. Grab a few more slugs and snails and all that fun stuff. So one of the other questions is, do you have any, I had a few questions earlier that I had written up for the just chatting section, but one of the ones that I had written down was, do you have any like gaming hot takes? And I don't really know if this qualifies as like a hot take or anything, but I definitely have an opinion about Pokemon for Gen 1. And hey, come back. Come back, horse. I freed you. The ghost type Pokemon for Gen 1. Ghastly, Gengar, Haunter, the three of them. They are, and have always been considered, ghost and poison type. I think that is ridiculous. Cheating is not cheating if you're not competing. I'm gonna need you to go into a little bit more in depth for that, for me, Carrie. Okay, so there's a shrine nearby here. But I genuinely don't think that the Gen 1 Ghost should be poison type. Now I get Gen 1 typing was an absolute mess. But seriously, the fact that they are still considered poison type fucking bugs the shit out of me. It is genuinely frustrating because it really messes with their ability for type matchups. Oh, I can understand that that's your hot take, but like, can you go into a little bit more in depth on it? Like, what do you mean? What do you think qualifies for cheating in that kind of instance? Like, you're just playing your own game for fun. You can't really cheat because there's no one you're getting an advantage over. Okay, that makes sense. So you're saying like when you use like a Game Shark and all that? Because I know I've done that. Especially on games where you've played them so many times. So you just like, it's like when people put mods in games just to add a little bit more flair into a game that they've played for so long and have a little bit more love for. Like when people got heard about other people time traveling in Animal Crossing. That's fair. We should be getting a little bit closer. This is not the shrine I thought I was going to. This is taking a lot longer to get there than I thought. I'm so sorry. Some people get it so fussy but like it's not your game, so you're not competing over it. I understand that, and I know that with Animal Crossing, some people get very, I guess it's like traditionalist over it. Like you got to play it exactly this way or else, and it's a little confusing. It's like, if you're not playing with that person, why do you care too much? So I can understand why that's your hot take. Do you have any others? Gen 1 was really the one that I had thought of, but I also thought that a lot of people will sit there and talk about how what makes like real gamers and all that. And that's always like a hot button issue, I think, but it's never really something that should be up for debate. Like, are you playing a game? Are you having fun? Then there you fucking go, you're gaming. That's all that really should be the qualifier. There shouldn't be a need for additional conditions. Lorland Village. Alright, let's grab the shrine that's in the village. We have gone so far from where I originally thought this thing was. Ha! But hey, horses make getting there so much faster. And what do you know, I saved him from a bokoblin, so easy peasy. And this one I didn't have to freeze carry, so you don't have to yell at me for this one. Oh yeah, lots of simulation games get a lot of crap for being not real games or girly games, and that's fair. Honestly, I think another quote-unquote hot take of mine is that, like, because of the terrible thing that happened as a result of it, one of the quote-unquote worst games would have to be Mrs. Pac-Man. Not because it's a bad game in and of its own right or anything, but because of the fact that when Mrs. Pac-Man came out, the Mrs. part of it developed the concept of girl games, and it fucked up a lot of shit. And it's something that I think a lot of people don't really want to acknowledge, which I think is absolute horseshit. Now, I'll sit there and play Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, whatever, because those are just genuinely fun games to play. But some people done fucked up. Alright, so I think I have 2 of the 3 photos I'm going to need for one of those quests. Just gonna... Rude. Shot me right out of the sky. Can you target him, please? Should probably eat something real quick. There we go. That quick recovery. Oh, good. Shafts. I need the Guardian Shafts in order to upgrade one of my slates abilities. Open this. Broadsword, huh? Well, I don't need 2 axes. That is a bit excessive. There we go. I guess I could just grab that treasure chest to help me move things down. I'm back. Has he died yet? No, I have not. Although I did spend quite some time riding a horse on the beach. Very romantic. So is that fingers crossed that I won't die at all, or that I'm going to die eventually? Just out of curiosity. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but, you know, just figured I'd ask. I'm surprised I actually made that jump. There we go. Easy peasy. I bet you and the horse have a great relationship. He could never have a good relationship with a horse. That sounds terrible. Alright. Halfway to my next upgrade. Not bad. I would like to start earning a little bit more rupees, though. You reap what you sow. I mean, reaping what you sow. Not really wrong in that factor. But as a point of curiosity, how many horses do you normally collect in the course of the game? Because I almost never use them. If I could help it, I don't. I just find faster means of transport by teleporting if I can. Can you always? No, but then I just, you know. I just recently learned the wind bomb, and as you can see, that doesn't always work out. So I'll just zip through as much as I can, and maybe I'll grab a horse from Bokoblin like I did just now if I'm going through a very long section, but that's about it. You'll get 5 horses. You feel bad that you can never ride them all? Oh no. So you try and visit. That's very sweet. And now starts the downpour. Good lord. Now I wonder where the tower is for this section, because I would like to get another. This is a Tullus, I bet. Wake up. Come on. That fucking hurt. Come on, Link, get up. There we go. All right. Really thought he was going to throw his fist at me there. Come on. One more. You know you want it. He's doing all right. Half dead. Miss. Keep moving. I will be with you guys again in just a moment. Just gonna keep moving so I don't get crushed. So close. Oh, I missed. Really? There we go. All right. All right. It's like, oh, look, a horse. Cool. Then bye, horsey. But if I save when I get attached, I always get Titan the big boy when I get the chance. That's fair. I used to name my horse like Thunder, River, Boulder, and so on. They'd all match and be cool. That's really cute, Carrie. So I know that was really bad timing to try and fight a Tullus, because, you know, not very much equipment and such. But all those gems will net me a decent profit when it comes to making a bit of money. Especially with all the money I'm going to need to unlock all the fairies. Because my god, they get expensive. Right. We should be... Oh look, Eventide Island. Isn't that lovely? And we're going to change that to the star pin. Jesus, dude. Careful. Alright, this is the shrine I was looking to go to before. Oh yeah, I love Eventide Island. It's fun. Get out my camera. There's one. So it's good that it's so late for this quest, because these rocks, as you saw, glow at night. Doing this during the day can be a little bit of a pain. Why did you mark it? It's not like it's an island in the middle of the ocean that you can't miss, right? Force a habit, really. I always like to mark shrines, so that way when I look at maps later on, I know which ones I've already done, even though there's a built-in mechanic for that. Alright, so the other fish I was going after was a mighty porgy. Did not get anywhere near that. But the armored porgy still good. Rock number 2. Better safe than sorry. I mean, fair, I guess. And now for the one that's going to take me a minute to get to. I normally save this quest until after I have Rivali's Gale, because if you have Rivali's Gale, you could kind of just glide over the ocean. But this is going to take me a bit longer. But we were already in the area, so I figured why not. Oh really? A bunch of monsters just spawned. There they are. Alright, keep moving. So this quest really isn't all that difficult. The only quote-unquote difficult part about it is the fact that if you take this path, there are some monsters that can spawn. It's just a fetch quest for some pictures. Alright, this is about to break. That poor Keese just got fucking wrecked. Like, way more damage, because Keese only have like 1 health. Keese is Carrie saying blow up some fish dinner. Fucking yikes. Alright, that's actually a treasure chest. So there are some treasure chests that are actually like mimic or Octoroks. A good way to check is to just, as you're approaching, use Magnesis. 20 rupees. Nice. Not one of the huge payouts, but hey, more money is better than no money. Yes, you're chasing me, Keese. I can hear you. Goodbye. Grab a few more of the crabs along the way because, you know, being able to cook later is going to be useful. Especially if I can cook during a blood moon. Because blood moon gives you, for the first 5 minutes after the blood moon cutscene, gives you a much higher, if not guaranteed, chance for a critical success with your cooking, which doubles the effectiveness of it. They look like nightmare seagulls. They really do. So you're not wrong on that. These guys won't be able to keep up with me all that much. The keys that I need to get rid of. Now the stone is right here. And there we go. That's stone number 3. Anything under here? Boom monsters! So at least this wasn't a complete waste of running around. But yes, our shrine is actually way over there. Now we gotta run all the way back. So one of the final questions that I had prepared was, are there any games or genres of games that you could just not force yourself to get through? Personally, for me, it's certain sports games. Now, I'm not saying that sports games in and of themselves are bad in any way, shape, or form. They're just not for me. I'm not a big sports guy in general. I used to try and play with some of my cousins when I was younger, but they would never really hold my attention or all that well. And eventually, when I tried like buying and playing them on my own, I realized I was just wasting my money because I would play them once or twice, never even finish the story mode, never play online, so I just couldn't get into them for the life of me. You're not into sports games that much either, Carrie? That's fair. I understand. And again, it's not like sports games are inherently bad. They clearly have a successful market, and there are people that absolutely adore them. So clearly they're good games. It's just, no thank you. I'm good. Do you think that when Link sets up a dating profile online, he puts long walks on the beach as one of his interests, or one of the things he hates? I'm going to go for the things he hates. So MMORPG is like the longer version, but just calling them an MMO, like everyone knows what you're referring to. But that's fair. RPGs in general, not really something for a lot of people, just because they take a lot of understanding the statistics and things like that. And then when you have the entire massive online atmosphere for it and the can occasionally toxic atmosphere that goes along with it, it can kind of spoil the fun of grinding out some high levels and gear and stuff like that. And then you also have like PKers and stuff like that going along with it as well. So like while I personally enjoy MMOs, they can be taxing. So I don't blame you for not liking them. I watched a YouTube video for someone actually in the market though for sports games who says they're really declining in quality. Really? I did not know that. It's the first time I ever got swarmed by these guys. Grab all the choo-choo jelly. Alright, now I realize I didn't even actually start this quest, but now we can go ahead and finish it. I don't remember all the points they made, but a lot of it is they grind out a new one each year, which lowers the quality, and they're not really innovating on the features. That makes sense. It's basically like, hey, here's the same game as last year with like slightly different stats on the players, and maybe like the new rookies, stuff like that. It's basically like, hey, here's all the avatars with like new cosmetics. Can I help? So you're the curious type too. Yes, I'm very curious. Very curious because I have to. I have to save the world. Damn it. Fragments carved into them. Please draw or take draw a picture of them. Oh, right. What's the monument glow in eerie light at night? Sure found them. I know you just asked me to do it, but I didn't even leave them. I'm already done. Sports games are now just the same mechanic but reskinned. And yeah. And again, this isn't really like a huge dig on the people that enjoy them, because there is the like nostalgia home feel of doing that. It's just, I'm good. Because like one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like Breath of the Wild is because it's not a Zelda game. It's not the going into the dungeons that we're used to and things like that. We felt at home. We knew what Zelda was. So I can see why people would return to those games, because it was something that they expected. He's deciphered the message. When the two find their place and kneel in reverence, the shrine will reveal itself. Let me help you, sir. What? You took a knee like the thing said to? I had no idea. Okay, Carrie. Enjoy lunch. True, kids do love sports games. Being able to play as like your idol of a sport, that's a huge fucking draw for kids. Oh yeah, I could totally see that. Like you were actually telling me about that. Your cousin's being really into the FIFA games. Kaya Shrine. I don't know why, but I will occasionally just jump instead of actually going into the shrine. Pressing the run button. Don't know why. Let's get this. Quick thinking. I don't think that it'll work here, but I will try it once. Did not work. Alright, so that's the one that actually has the key. Easy enough there. They spent so much money on it too. My poor aunt's credit card. Oof, yeah, those sports games are not cheap. Usually they're like the standard $60, and then did I forget to? Oh no, I was about to say, did I forget to actually get the treasure chest? No, it's over here. And then they usually have like DLC expansions for new characters and shit like that. Big oof. Alright, so there's one. Now for the next one. There's like a shop inside the game so you can buy coins with actual money. Yeah, microtransactions are a bitch for a lot of games. Did I? Son of a bitch. Alright, can I get there before stasis runs out? Because I accidentally squatted and fucking dropped my... So close. Dropped my barrel, so that didn't work out, so I gotta do it again. Yeah, so I was here, went into camera mode for some reason. And that dropped the barrel off the fucking raft, hovering board, lift, off the lift. Jesus Christ, I could not think of a simple 4-letter word. Speaking of simple little fuck-ups like that, have you guys ever had a moment like that in a game where you just like, tiny brain move did not, like you actually completed a puzzle or something and then you fucked it all up? Clearly I have. Yes, my resourcefulness. That's the polite word of being a dumbass. All the time? Fair. Sometimes it's just too much to try and remember them all. Alright. So it's 10-3. I might be able to try and start Eventide Island. But I know that one can take a while if you fuck it up the first time, so I might start next stream with Eventide. So my concern is, what should I do? All games, always. For the rest of this stream. Because I still have plenty of time, but I don't have enough time, I think, to actually finish Eventide Island. I could do the test of strength that we had found. So let's actually pop over. What is the fastest way to get there? Because climbing a mountain in the rain is going to suck. I have food. Welcome back, Carrie. Food is good, yes. I wouldn't say this food is good, but it is food. What is it, like microwave mac and cheese or something? Where it's edible but passable more than anything? So one of the most painful mechanics of this game is climbing in the rain. And I do have a small tip on climbing in the rain. When Link is climbing, you'll see his hands moving. It's on the 5th movement for his hands that he falls down. So if you let his hands go up and down 4 times and then press X, he will then fall down after he leaps. He loses the height he gained from the leap, but he keeps the height from the 4 climbs. That sounds stupid, let me show you. So like, boom, we're on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. He lost the height from the jump, but he kept the height from the 4. It takes a lot more stamina, but it helps you get up certain sections of climbing. So, not super useful in the beginning of the game, but it can be used when you're trying to traverse certain areas. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work there. Well, I'm going to say this. Microwaved ravioli. Oof. Yeah, it's food. It's certainly food. Ooh, look at this. Cave full of resources. Ore deposit. Rare ore deposit. Just gonna nestle that right there. Oh, nice, a topaz. Oh, come on now. Oh, damn. And they will not let me get them. Son of a bitch. So that was completely wasteful. That sucked. That doesn't sound well. I guess it can be considered food. Yeah, I told Carol once about Chef Boyardee ravioli, and she almost died. She was very upset with me for eating it. Told me her Italian ancestors were rolling over in their grave. Which, I mean, fair. Hey! Chef Boyardee is pretty good. I like it. She's not a fan. She's just not a fan of like processed food. Which fair. We try not to eat it too often. But you know, sometimes you just don't have the time to cook a fully prepped meal. Alright, this rain could stop. I'd be able to actually get somewhere. You shut your mouth. It's not good. You've never had it. You don't know. Alright. So it's saying that the next weather pattern in that bottom right there is sun. So hopefully I should be able to start climbing soon. But I don't know if I'll be able to make it with my stamina anyway. Do I have any stamina increasing foods? No. But if this could just fucking chill, that would be great. Get some duck. Stocked my cans for the apocalypse and I already all the good soups. If you've been cheating on my ravioli with Chef Boyardee's ravioli, we're gonna have a talk. Oh no. Again, he's just exhausted. Poor Link. Poor Linky boy. So close. Alright, just don't fall in the water and drown, dude. The most American spelling. Yeah. Alright, so the good news is, like, you really don't lose a lot of grip when you go from side to side. You still lose some, but you just don't lose a ton. Oh, that would have sucked. Alright, Rain, come on. You can stop now. I'm surprised they didn't rename it Ravioli. Oh, Jesus. Alright, this is painful. Let's try. Moving into the Zoro domain. We should be able to at least reach Zoro domain and get through the Lynel fight within the next hour. Make sure I'm following the correct one on my minimap. Oh, Carol, you're so upset about the spelling of his name. Puppy's still doing good. Completely quiet. Just hanging out. don't think I'll be able to actually reach that if I keep pressing X. Gotta actually wait a moment. Coops is a very good boy. I was exactly right in how far I thought that was. Thank God. My cat is in his cuddle monster mood right now, and so he has to climb all over me to try and burrow his neck in my neck and get the most pets, but I'm eating. Just constant purring, demanding pets. That's adorable. Frustrating, I'm sure, but adorable. Oh boy, a guardian. I don't think I'm ready for that. Let's see what happens. Wait for it. Damn it. There we go. Cut off the legs. Oh god, he's only like halfway there. And I'm out of legs to cut off. There's the first death for the stream. Didn't realize I was out of fairies. Damn. I know I lost 2 against the Lynel. I think I lost 1 there. Did I lose 2? I probably lost 2. Really? I'm all the way back here? Good lord. Let's take a different path. Rip. Oh, there's going to be plenty of deaths because I'm going to try and do all kinds of dumb stuff for this. That's why I never claimed it was going to be a deathless run, because that would just be nonsense. We should be able to get a decent shot to get to Zoro's domain from here. Hopefully I don't fuck up the wind bomb this time. I know the last 2 have not been the best. Did not work. Alright, let that respawn and we'll try it one more time. Face north. There we go. Hey, it worked this time. Wonderful. If we die, we start over. Yeah. So he simply didn't die. Yeah, I've seen a few no-death runs. They are very, very difficult. I'm not saying I will never... I'm gonna lose. Yep. That was painful. Fell to my death and found some treasure. This is why you don't text and drive, kids. Get distracted by chat and run out of stamina. Then you plummet to your death. Break open. Jesus. I forget how long it takes to break some things open when you don't have the sledgehammer. I almost always have one on me. Do I have any more fairies? I do not. I think that's the shrine that can start the path with the Zora Prince, Sidon. Oh, it's close. Oh, are you kidding me? That would have sucked. That was so close. Just a hair. Would have been funny though. That's what happens when you get impatient, though. You rush and then you fall to your death. Welcome to Zelda. I think that stuttering now. I think that's the shrine that starts the path with Sidon to Zora's domain. Now I'm hoping I can try and skip it, but if not, I may end up calling it here after I finish that shrine. So many of my friends ship Sidon and Link, I generally can't tell if they're kidding. I know for a fact that a lot of people aren't. I mean, hey, ship your ship, but a lot of people are upset when you don't, and it's concerning. Like, hey people, these are characters in a video game. Just maybe tone it down a little bit, please and thank you. Now I'm noticing my activity feed just updated, so I apologize for this, but I noticed that Amazing Luke and Pop Top have followed a little while ago, so thank you both to them. I am very sorry that my OBS did not show me those updates earlier. I'm trying to work on getting my, what's the word I'm looking for? Alerts to start working. I have them set up, but for some reason they aren't showing up on my screens. So I'm very sorry that they didn't come up. I'll be getting those fixed as soon as possible, but I very much appreciate the fact that you guys dropped in the follow, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the content. So that is the shrine I thought it was. We'll drop in, see what it is, and I think that will be the last thing I do for the stream. Yes, I'm a Hylian. Please, I don't feel like talking about how much you need for me to talk to Sidon. I know how much I need to talk to Sidon. Yeah, it's a little weird. That's fair, Carol. Oof, my elbow's popped. A minor test of strength. All right. Start with the busted sword. Should be easy enough. My money's on the fact that I could take this guy. I don't think it'll be a problem. Oh, you motherfucker. That would have been great for a first hit. There we go. Easy peasy. He has it, I think. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Sword. Shield. Thank you both. Welcome to the collection. Run just a little bit faster. What is this, like rupees or something? Ooh, a knight's bow. Thank you. Actually deal some range damage. Alright, so I do think that's where I'm going to call it for this one. Because yes, this has been a 2-hour 40 stream, but this does not include the fact that my stream had to clip. So it's actually been closer to about 3 hours 15. But while he finishes up what he's doing there, I will be right back, everybody. We need a goodbye appearance from the good boy. Hi, Cooper. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you for the smooches. Cooper wanted to say hello to everyone, and that he hopes you all have a wonderful day, and that I look forward to hanging out with you all again on Wednesday and Thursday, where I'll be streaming. Wednesday, I should be playing some kind of Mario game, and on Thursday, I'll be back to Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild 2 days a week, and a Mario game once a week. And we'll see where we'll go from there. But thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. You are the absolute best people, and I look forward to hanging out with you all once again. Bye.